Hey you guys, my name is Mallory. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the books that I've read recently and give you guys some recommendations. First, we have All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. All Your Perfects is, if not my favorite, one of my favorites of Colleen Hoover books. It's a little bit different. It adds a lot more than just a love story. There's a lot of depth to it, and this is definitely one of my favorites. If you haven't tried Colleen Hoover, I would recommend this one, but I would say that it's a little bit different than most of her books, so still really good though. The next is Jenny Han, The Summer I Turned Pretty series. I first read this when I think I was in middle school. These are the original covers, and I recently reread them. They have always, will always be my favorite books that I have ever read. So I read them again recently. It starts with The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then it goes to It's Not Summer Without You, and then We'll Always Have Summer. So The Summer I Turned Pretty is kind of like a coming of age book about a young girl, and she goes to her mom's best friend's summer house every summer since she was really even born. And so this summer it just changed, everything there changed for her in this book. And then the next two kind of continue on throughout her life as she gets a little bit older into college. So this is definitely must read. If you haven't seen the new show on Amazon Prime, I would definitely recommend reading these first because it's just so much better in the books. But if you have seen it, I would still recommend reading it because there's a lot more detail and a lot more stories that go into the series. So next is Where the Crawdads Sing. There's a lot of mixed reviews about this book. I personally really liked it, and I also liked the movie. I do think the movie was a little bit unrealistic in terms of what she was wearing and what she looked like, but the book is still pretty good. Apparently there's a lot of stuff that's come out about the author, but I haven't personally done the research on it yet, so I would still recommend reading it, and I still think it's a good book. So next is these two, Firefly Lane and then Fly Away. Firefly Lane is the first book and Fly Away is the second book. Firefly Lane is super cute. It's so much like these two best friends from the time they grow up and meet until they're old and have their own families and lives. Definitely recommend reading. It's just cute to see their friendship over the years, and through all of the things that happen in their lives, they're always there for each other. And then this is the second book after a tragedy in the first book. This book kind of goes into the part after their lives together and goes into detail about them. So definitely read Firefly Lane first and then Fly Away. If you've already watched the TV show on Firefly Lane, the books are a little bit out of order of the TV show, so I would recommend just going in knowing that. If you haven't seen the TV show, definitely read the books first, and the TV show is still really good too. So then these are my two most recent reads. First is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This book is a lot different than what I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I didn't even read the back before I got it. I had just heard about it on TikTok, and I loved this book. It was definitely different than what I thought, like I said, but it was a great romantic book about, I wouldn't even say necessarily really romantic. It was just about Evelyn Hugo's life growing up and all her time as a woman and all the things that she went through in her career and how she got there. And then there also is a little bit of a love story involved. So definitely recommend reading it. It's not necessarily the Colleen Hoover type of love story. It's a little bit a smaller part of the story, but it's still really good. Then I read this book last night in under 2 hours. Opened it, never put it down except to let my dog out to go outside, and then picked it right back up. Super good, super fast, easy read. It is a more religious book, so if that's not something you're into, I would just be aware of it. Mitch Albom is known for his Christian viewpoint in his books. So it is a super amazing story that really makes you think and really like puts you in check of yourself. But super, super good read. So definitely recommend. It's about these people, and there was a boat crash, and they had to kind of survive on this lifeboat together. And it's called The Stranger in the Lifeboat. I realized I never said that. So super good, really makes you think, really fast read. Like I said, I am a quick reader, but I definitely think if you like sat down and read it, it wouldn't take you more than like a few days maybe, but super fast, super good. Definitely recommend if his books are the type that you're into. So these are all the books that I've read recently that I highly recommend, and I hope you read them and let me know your thoughts in the description. And also leave me some book recommendations, because now I don't have any books to read, and I'm probably going to go to the bookstore and find some. So let me know what y'all are reading right now or your favorite books, and I'll check them out for my next book review video. Thanks so much for watching.